It's Madden NFL 22, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Lions on Thursday night.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. On first down, gone. On the Buccaneer, pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. How it's long distance now? Let's go to that play.
That'll be a gain of 16, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Getting set to go again here on offense. Jared Goff trots back onto the field. And looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick 6 for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick 6, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Madison. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Mike 3. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's me and you.
Goff. Away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here's Madison running on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Draw play, Madison. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Brady. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. So it'll be a loss of 10 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. So Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. The numbers there for Howard a week ago. 5 catches, 82 yards.
And you can tell early, they're going to look his way quite a bit, and he made himself available on that one.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady, this one is Slayton over the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's got this down to the 35. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot. Let's go! Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Lions nothing. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Now it's gone. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
We're going to shut you down.
There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2.
Let's go, boys.
A big play that time for Tampa Bay.
You'd think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense before they went out to play. In this case, though, they didn't get the message.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 21-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Jones breaking from the contact, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Brady now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Buccaneers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the route is on here in this first half. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Detroit back in possession of the football. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now gone. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
A big play there out of the running game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun to give to Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. To throw is Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
We got this.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with Touchdown number 27. That ties Priest-Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Buccaneers open the lead up to 34-0. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out now come the Lions. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Goff. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, they run with Madison. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Detroit. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. He's been in a pretty good groove. They actually have more yards on the ground than through the air, but both have been good, pretty balanced.
And have we ever met a coach when we've talked to him before a game that hasn't mentioned wanting to be balanced?
No, because then you've got both sides hitting the defense. They don't know what to expect, right?
Really helps your play calling, because now you're in a position where you're confident in either one, either aspect of the game. Dial it up and let it go. And so far, that's allowed them to lead.
Absolutely. Have the lead here in the 2nd quarter. So much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's hard to imagine that it could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they've got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
They'll run on first down. Childers, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Okay, just like that.
They'll keep it on the ground. Childers. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Trask going to get this complete out wide. 7 yards, the pickup there. Vision and speed, two of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there. On second down now, Childers. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They're going to give this one to Gronkowski. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And his kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Let's go!
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On second down, this is Madison. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's now third down and 4. 45 tonight, 47. Night, sweetheart.
Now Goff. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Double tight. 4 down.
Goff now looking to throw. Completion here to Claypool. The 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Chase Claypool His 5th touchdown now on the year. And it's for pride now, but the Lions do get a bit closer.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Back now at Ford Field. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Switch. 47 Mike. 47 Mike. Mike 47. Switch.
And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Well, into a sea of defenders have intercepted.
He's picked off at his own 46. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. After the interception, here's Goff.
Right side, Claypool's got it. 7 yards to pick up there.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Here's Goff. This one to Bourne out on the left side. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake. Trask.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and the Lions will take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Running from the shotgun with Madison. Powers through him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Goff now looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 41, Goff. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Now a first down throw, Goff. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Goff out right to Bourne. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 24. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Childers. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. On first down, Childers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And really,